Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am excited to share with you guys a little updated evening routine. It is a little similar to what we've always kind of done, but has changed a little bit, so I wanted to share it with you guys. So our evenings usually start off with doing dishes and cleaning the kitchen after we eat dinner. Our life is a little bit more hectic since the last time we filmed one of these because we're usually out of the house almost every evening. So getting dinner on the table is a little difficult, and sometimes we're rushed to try to get the kids in bed at a decent time because we used to eat dinner right at 6 o'clock, and that gave us a good 2 hours to get the kids in bed. And now sometimes we don't even eat till 7. So this day in particular, we weren't as rushed, hence why I decided to film, but we're still going to share it with you. So usually I am the one to clean the kitchen because I enjoy it. So I do the dishes. The kids usually bring their plates to me, and Jane will get on the laptop and do some of her homework. The only homework Jane has is to read for 20 minutes every night, but she also has optional work on the computer, and we're really trying to make sure she does that at least 3 or 4 times a week because some nights she is at dance later and we just don't have time to do that. So, but while I clean the kitchen, she does that. The kids actually like to watch her do that, but then Chris also gets them started in the bath. We used to have the kids bathe all together. It was just easier to get them all in, wash them all up, and get them all out. But now that they're getting bigger, first of all, their bodies don't all fit in the tub together. And second of all, they make huge messes with splashing water everywhere. They usually have some sort of argument. And also, they're just getting older. So they all take baths separately or showers. We do feed River, and Chris usually lets him out, or I'll let him out. Whoever is available. And along with cleaning the kitchen, we also obviously clean the table off, wipe it down, and kind of set it for the next day. We've gotten in a good routine of having the kids start cleaning up a little earlier than right at dinner time, and also since we are out and about a lot of evenings, they don't really have time to make that big of messes, but we do pick up a little bit of messes. This is so cute of River. It was raining this day, so he came in and decided to dry himself off on the couch. Here's Jackson in our bathtub, and then here's a cute little clip of Jane dancing. So you saw Jackson in our bathtub. Piper decided she wanted to be in Jackson's bathtub this night, and then Jane will take a bath in her bathtub. She and Piper actually share. And Chris is usually playing the guitar and singing to one of the children. Just depends on where he goes. I'm obviously not making the bed every single night, but it was Clean Sheet Thursday, so I'm quickly making our bed. It was the last bed to be done, which I actually do strategically because I want to make sure at least the kids' sheets are done. Chris and I can stay up a little bit later if they're still drying, but I am making our bed and getting it ready for nighttime. I'm actually not making it perfectly because we are about to get in it. I try to get most of this done while the kids are in the tub. That way I know that they're contained and they're not making other messes everywhere. But I like to go in each child's room and kind of turn their bed down. These two are usually the first out of the tub, and there's Jane, and she is usually the last because she's finishing up her homework. And then I brush Piper's hair, help her brush her teeth, and get her ready in her bed. And Chris is usually in charge of Jackson upstairs. Sometimes I'll do Jackson, he'll do Piper, but lately he has been kind of taking over Jackson. And I thought this clip was super cute. He was trying different hairstyles on Jackson. He'd look at me, and then he'd say no. And then Chris would do another hairstyle, and then he'd look at me, and then he'd say no. And then we finally got it right. So both Chris and I obviously like to tell each child goodnight, but we kind of just take turns of who is reading who a book. Each child gets a book. We turn on their sound machines, close their blinds, but each child gets a book, and then they also get their prayers. And then, so Chris is doing Jackson tonight, but then I will also come up and tell Jackson goodnight myself too. And then if I am doing the book and prayers with Piper or Jane, then Chris will just come in and tell them goodnight. So we both get to tell each child goodnight, obviously, but just one of us reads the book and says the prayers. Jane is really good about taking her own bath or her own shower. She needs a little bit of help brushing her hair because her hair is very tangly. So I usually help her with that, but then she brushes her teeth on her own, and then she starts reading a book in her bed before I get in there. And I also let Piper turn her lights down to a dim on my phone, and I also let her watch a little bit of YouTube while I put Jane to bed. And I'm finishing up a little bit of cleaning. Sometimes I can't get it all done right before putting the kids to bed, so you just gotta do what you gotta do. And you see those balloons in the background, that's for my brother's birthday at the beginning of February, and they're still up there. Then Jane had set her clothes out for the day. She actually didn't have to wear a uniform, which was exciting, so she was really excited to pick out her clothes. And she is already reading, like I said, and then usually I just lay down with her. I help her read or just have her read to me, just depends on what book it is and how much reading she got done for her homework. And then we say her prayers and tuck her in. And then once she's asleep or once she's done, I go back to Piper, take the phone away, and then we say our prayers and lullabies and stuff like that to Piper. And then all three kids are asleep. Once all three kids are in bed, I go into the office and get myself situated for the next day. Basically, I just go through my to-do list and see what I got done, what I didn't get done, and then I make a new to-do list for the next day. So anything that didn't get done the day before, I move to the next to-do list, and then I look at my calendar and add everything else on. That way, when I go to bed at night, I know what to expect for the next day. Nothing's going to surprise me in the morning, and I'll be ready to go. Just depends on the night, but this night I did have a little bit of YouTube work to do and I watched a little bit of TV. Some nights I don't have any work to do and I can just lay in the bed and relax, but this night I did have a little bit of work to do. But that's pretty much it for our evening routine. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I will link all of the other evening routines we've done previously so you guys can check out how different they are or how similar they are. Thank you guys always for watching, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.